What's up, savages? Let me check, make sure my audio is good. It looks all right. It's Thursday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Let's go ahead and get after it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the RandomCoin Mining Show, where we mine a different coin every weeknight at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like crypto mining video content like this, be sure to subscribe to the SavageMine YouTube channel. And if you want random crypto thoughts and really smart stuff being said, make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. I do, just random stuff over there. But yeah, make sure you follow me over there as well. Let's see. Before we get started, be sure to smash the like or dislike or whatever, interact with the channel in some way. It helps get the videos in front of more eyes. So I really appreciate that. And in this show, we have a list of over 100 GPU-mineable coins that we run through an online randomizer to choose one of them. Whatever we land on, we try to mine successfully within 30 minutes so we can switch over to the BrandonCoin daily live stream that starts on his channel at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the purpose of this show is basically to keep our skills sharp and ready to mine anything that the devs throw at us. And let's see, before we get started on what we're working on tonight, let's take a look at the market real quick. Normally I don't have that up. Hang on a second. Normally I have Coin360 up. So let's do that first. Pretty boring day. Not too much going on. All right, that's easy. And also, let me show you what I'm currently mining. I'm still mining Grin. I've got about another, I don't know. I've got a goal, and I think I'm going to hit it here pretty soon. So you'll probably see me switch over to something else. Most likely, I'm going to be mining CCX that's Conceal Coin on pretty much anything that's AMD. But you never know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just have to kind of play it by ear when the time comes. These are my two rigs that are on HiveOS, and then I've got the two co-owned rigs that are on Simple Mining, and they're both mining Grin as well. So basically everything is mining Grin at this point, and it's all C29. I tried to get on C31 on a couple of them and ran into problems, just always getting zero GPS, and I haven't had time to troubleshoot it. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow or this weekend or something. So let's see here. In order to alleviate problems, what I do is I pre-record the randomization part, because with so many different options, we have over 100. I think I'm up to like 140 something GPU mineable coins, and there's just really a high chance that we would land on one that we wouldn't be able to mine for whatever reason. It might not have a pool, it might not have a wallet. There's all kinds of reasons why you wouldn't be able to mine one. So I pre-record that part. Let me go ahead and start the video on that. I'm pretty excited about this one. It's been a while since we landed on a coin that uses this algo, so I was kind of happy. And plus I kind of dig the project. It's one of those projects that I kind of get into. So here we go. Let me start the video so we can see what it is really quick. And I'm not collecting any data other than just what the coin is, and that's it. I don't, here lately I haven't been, doing all the data collection for the whole spreadsheet and all that stuff. So we landed on TurtleCoin. You would know that if you recognize the logo and the thumbnail and my tweet about it earlier and all that stuff. But if you're watching this after the fact or whatever, then that's what we are mining. The ticker is TRTL. It is a Cryptonite algorithm, although I think we're going to have to check on that for sure, because I don't know if they've already forked or if they were going to. I can't remember what the status is of that. I didn't do a whole lot of research before the show, so I wanted to kind of do it real time. I like that more than collecting all the information and then, you know, kind of just breezing through it with you guys. So I would rather do it more real time. So let's get to that. All right, let me check the chat here real quick. See who all's in here. Got Not Your Normal Miner. What's up, Wes? Sonya Neer. Hey, how's it going? Charlie Keys. What's going on? And of course, Yashnik, my favorite. What's going on, brother? I didn't thank you tonight, but see, now I kind of am. So anyway, all right. So let me bring up the spreadsheet. This is the if we're going to use simple mining, this will be the. Let me actually switch over to this. And what do I need to do here? Not that. There we go. So if we are going to use only AMD tonight, which it's a Cryptonite algorithm coin, so probably I will. This is the rig that we'll use. We'll just use the rig that's on HiveOS. If we have enough time, maybe we can go over to simple mining as well, just to knock it out over there, just to show the difference. But here lately, I've been kind of focusing more on HiveOS. I did simple mining, you know, before, and now I've kind of transitioned into HiveOS. But I'll do both if the coin warrants it, you know, and if we have time. So yeah, all right. So let's head back over to documentation, and I was going to download the wallet because this is, like I said before, this is a coin that I was kind of interested in. So I was going to actually, you know, install the wallet on my machine and maybe mine it in the future. But I downloaded I downloaded it earlier and ran it through VirusTotal, and it had about 8 hits, and that's a little bit, you know, it's kind of iffy for me whenever it has that many. 2 or 3, probably get away with, especially the ones that are specifically for, because it's a cryptocurrency mining wallet, you know. So yeah, y'all hit the like. What's going on, Brandon? I never say that. I always forget to say that. I'll say to subscribe, but I always forget to hit the like. Yeah, y'all go ahead and do that, please. If you like it. If you don't, you know, smash the dislike. I don't care. It's an interaction, and that's what matters. So anyway, where was I? Cryptonite coin. Yeah, y'all distracted me. Forgot where I was. Anyway, we have to go and get the rest of this information. I'll probably remember what I was saying, like, here in a few minutes. All right, but let's go. Turtlecoin and TRTL. So we're going to go first to CoinMarketCap and see if it's over here. And I can't remember if it is. And it is. It's kind of it's been around a while, so I kind of figured it would be over here. It's not worth very much, and there's some funny things about it actually. Let me get back to my document here. I can catch you up on what's going on with the coin itself. It's Cryptonite. The max supply is 1 trillion coins at 2 decimal places. Now, at first, that sounds like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? 1 trillion coins, really? But they're only using 2 decimal places. So if you think about it, it's actually less supply than Bitcoin and Ethereum and all those top 10 coins. It's less supply, even though it sounds like it's more because it's 1 trillion, but they only use 2 decimal places. So it's a total of 100 trillion divisible units. The block reward is 29,000 turtle, and that slowly decreases over about 40 years. The block time is 30 seconds, and the difficulty retargets at every block. And it is Cryptonite. It's one of those privacy coins and things like that. I don't know. I kind of dig this project. And you might be able to figure that out whenever I start showing like the Bitcoin Talk thread and stuff like that. So let's get to it. So we're just going to copy this value here. Not totally needed for mining, but it's just good to have information. We're going to go to what to mine, and we are going to see if it's over here. And it is. I like their logo too. It's a little turtle shell with a shield, you know, kind of neat. And then their website is turtlecoin.lol. I thought that was cool too. All right, so we're gonna go to their website as well in a minute. Okay, so it says right here that's Cryptonite Lite. Now, remember in the documentation it said Cryptonite, and I think on their Bitcoin Talk thread it says Cryptonite, which is not wrong, but it looks like it's Cryptonite Lite version 1. So we'll probably have to look up the variant and stuff like that whenever we get to that point in the mining. So so I'm going to actually change this on the spreadsheet real quick. I'm not really interacting with the chat right now, because I really want to get the data in here. So what to mine, we're going to grab this right here, throw that over here. Again, these grayed out values right here, just good to have stuff. It's not required to actually, it's not data you have to have in order to mine it. Bitcoin Talk, don't have that up yet either. All right, so we're going to search for TRTL. Cowabunga, dudes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference there, if you didn't know. The date of the announcement was February 3rd of 2018. And I believe that from what I was reading here, it actually came out in December, was whenever it actually launched. And they didn't, because of their background and how they do things, they didn't actually do an official announcement until February 3rd on Bitcoin Talk thread. There was, I think there was a 4chan and was it a Medium article or something? I don't remember, but they announced it in a couple places, but not on Bitcoin Talk. So their website is right here. And unlike the site from last night, this one you can kind of tell what's going on right away. Right? We landed on DesireCoin or something like that, and it was weird because you couldn't really get any information from their website. It was kind of super vague, right? This one is a little bit better. You know, it says it's a fun, fast, and easy way to send money. Not anything revolutionary or anything like that. I like that it's basically a community project, you know. And we'll go through the why turtlecoin real quick. Fast transactions, privacy, easy to use. All these things are pretty much things that most cryptocurrencies have, at least privacy coins. So not a real big deal here. But the story was the funny part, you know, with how they came to be and everything. I guess that they were getting kicked out of a lot of forums because they were giving away a lot of turtle coin or something like that, and they were seen as, I don't know if it was seen as a scam or spam or what, but they kept getting kicked out of forums and stuff, and I think that's what led them to do the actual Bitcoin Talk official announcement. So kind of funny. So yeah, I'll let you glance over this here real quick. It says how we started. This was kind of interesting. One chilly December night, Rocksteady and Bebop, which are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters, were having a beer too many while discussing the madness around fake, flimsy ICOs, and this was at the end of 2017. So it was actually before the big, well, it was at the big run-up, and it's as it was coming down, I guess. Flimsy ICOs with no product. Bebop surmised that it just wouldn't be possible to put out a real project nowadays without a serious team doing serious marketing and bringing in serious funding. And Rocksteady leaned in closely, stroked his beard intently. They do a lot of beard stroking too, and had only one response: hold my beer. So that's kind of funny, you know, December 9th, 2017. So that was right before the all-time high. So there you go. A little backstory. I dig the project. I do. So, and you can probably tell that I'm kind of into it. So anyway, all right. So let's get back to the task at hand. What we're supposed to be doing is mining this thing. I didn't download their wallet yet because of that whole issue with running it through virus total, and it came up a little bit dirty, too dirty for me. I think there were eight or nine hits on there, so I'm going to wait and maybe figure something else out as far as the wallet goes. Maybe I'll do it on a virtual machine or something. Anyway, so where was I? What do I need to do? Oh yeah, on there, I needed to find an address basically to mine to, right? So on this Bitcoin Talk thread on page 5, I ran into this wallet right here. And this was from just a full member on Bitcoin Talk thread. There's actually a couple of them in here. There's that one, and there's another one down here. So I'll just grab this one. I tried to get my friend from ProfitBot Pro to send me his, but I don't think he did that yet. So not a big deal. We're not going to mine it long enough to generate anything anyway. So now let's go look at pools. We're going to go to mining pool stats.stream. We're going to look for turtle. And we're not going to go with the highest one, even though it only has 39.5. That's not too bad. You see that a lot with the smaller cap coins. You know, they have one to 5 pools for, you know, that basically comprise all the hash power. But let's go with the second one. The second one always sounds good, right? Miner.rocks. Now, HiveOS, turtlecoin is probably in HiveOS, and it's probably going to have a pool already set up. But we'll see what happens whenever we get there. We might end up using theirs, but we'll see. And I think we need to note some things in here because we might need to. We're going to have to use what was that? The variant and currency, I think, right? So we need to remember that we're doing turtle, and it might have, well, it kind of does have its own algo. See right here, it says CN turtle. So we just need to keep that in mind. I've got it bookmarked, the site where we can go and figure that out. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's see, we're going to click on start up here. Turtle.miner.rocks and the port, that's what we need. The password, we can go W and then rig name. So we got to remember that too. And then for the miner, we'll probably use, for AMD, we would use, what's a good one? XMR stack and XMRig. So we'll use XMRig. I've been a fan of that lately. So, all right. So I think we got all the data that we need. Now we can head over to HiveOS. I already showed you what I was mining today. We will go straight to flight sheets because I'm sure that the wallet is not already set up, but it's available inside of HiveOS, I'm sure, as far as the coin ticker and all that stuff. So, and it is. So it's way popular enough, and it's been around a while, so I figured it would be in here. So we're going to add a wallet, and then we're going to go and grab our address. And it's kind of cool. It looks like all their addresses start with TRTL too. Kind of neat. Did I not copy it? I thought I did. Paste that in there. Give it a name. We'll go TRTL _YouTube. And then create. And then we're going to, because it was already in here, I'm assuming that they're probably going to have maybe even a lot of pools for TRTL. But if you click the down arrow here, they have quite a few, as expected. The one that we chose is not in here. So we will go, I didn't even see, I like Cryptonite, this one right here, but I didn't see that in the list on miner pool stats. So we'll just go with configuring miner. Select the miner. Oh, and I like to show you guys this. If you do choose one of the pools, a lot of times it breaks down the number of miners that are available, like by default, because it knows what you're trying to do. So you can see right here, it's pretty clear. It knows, okay, if you're on Cryptonite and you're doing this coin, then these are the miners that you would typically use, right? But if you choose configure in miner, it's going to be all of them. So you have to actually do a little bit of work and figure it out, right? But we're going to use XMRig AMD. And then we're going to click Setup Miner. And this is where we're, hopefully we don't run into a problem, but I know that in the past we have, and it's been a while since we've done a Cryptonite coin, so I don't know. Let's see. We'll try the default here for, but I think we're going to have to remove worker name, but we'll see. So the pool URL, we'll go and grab that. I hope I'm not missing too much in chat, but you can see I'm kind of busy. All right, so we're going to do that. And then remember, for the password, we can do W equals TRTL, right? And then the threads, we don't really have to worry about the threads like we used to. Like you'd have to dual thread and do all these different commands to do that. XMRig and XMRstack both support dual threading by default now, but you can still adjust intensities and things like that. We aren't going to worry about that right now because I think the defaults are going to be fine. Config override, that's where we need to go with algo and probably variant as well. So I'll go down there, and all I'm doing is clicking on them and it puts them in there for you. You don't have to type them. Miner fork, none. Okay, version latest. Okay, so I do want to go over here and check to make sure. I got a bookmark here of Cryptonite variants. I know I've seen turtlecoin on here, and I have right here. So the variant is not 1 like it has by default. It's TRTL. And correct, they went to Cryptonite-Pico. I think I'm right there. I should have done a little bit more research first. I'm pretty sure, because I remember seeing something come across about that. So let's go with, I would imagine that our algo has to be Cryptonite-Pico and the variant needs to be TRTL. So let's make that happen. I don't think we have to have this whole thing right here. Let's see. Cryptonite-Pico, right? I think that's right. And then the variant is TRTL. I don't know if we have to put quotes around it. I'm going to put quotes around it. And then we'll click Apply Changes. I think I did that right. Pico, yep, all right. And then we are going to go give it a name. And then create flight sheet. And now we can head over to, yeah, I left Desire coin in there. I didn't clean that up. So we're going to go to workers. And this is the rig that we're going to assign the flight sheet to. Looks like it needs to have an update as well, but we'll wait on that. But this is what the rig looks like. I already showed you the hardware, but this is what it looks like inside of HiveOS. Then we can click on flight sheet up here. You can do that back on that main page as well. And then we're just going to click on turtle. And this is the flight sheet that we just created, right? So do you want to apply it? Sure. Let's do it. So now this rig is being applied. Well, that flight sheet is being applied to the rig. But as I always say, I really want to get a reboot in there after assigning the flight sheet, because oftentimes the temperatures go crazy and things just don't seem to work right. So I'm going to also throw it a reboot, and I might as well go ahead and upgrade it as well. I'll go ahead and click this. It usually doesn't take very long. So I'm going to do the upgrade and then a reboot. And I think it's the rig that's, yeah, it is. It's the rig that's on the display there, so that's cool. All right, so let me get to the chat real quick, see what y'all are, that's not the chat, hang on a second. Let me get to the chat and see what's going on in here. Yeah, I dig this project, I like it, I do. All right, y'all aren't being too chatty in there, but that's good. Brandon, we should be done in a couple minutes, I'm thinking. Although XMRig takes a while to start to crank up and stuff in HiveOS, but I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be over there at 10 if you're going live. I don't even know. I haven't checked. So let's see. Are you scheduled? Yes. So that's good. All right. So we'll be able to head over there after this is over. Get back on HiveOS here. And you can see it rebooting back there. I don't like to refresh this until I see that it's all good back here, but this thing always screams about, plug it, because I have the monitor plugged into the integrated graphics card on the motherboard, and it always yells at me about that. But apparently at some point it might have a problem. I don't know, but it says you've connected a monitor to the integrated GPU on the motherboard. Don't do this. It says like, don't do this. And connect your monitor to the first external GPU, the one in the 16X slot. But I don't know. I've never had a problem. It always, I take that back. Every now and then it will hang up on reboot, but I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But I don't know. Once they're up and running, I just let them run. I don't mess with them too much until we start doing stuff like this. I only mess with them every day at 9:30. So I think it is up and running. Let me do a refresh here. Let's see what we got. I think it might still be booting up because it's got the little down arrow there. Low hash rate. Oh, you know what? I think we're going to have that problem that I was kind of expecting because of the username and password that we have in there. So let me go over here and start this real quick. I want to see what the miner is actually doing. I want to be able to show you guys what it's doing. And if you haven't seen this yet, I know I've been talking about this the last few nights. They've added this Hive shell feature, which is super cool. You can basically get into your miner remotely from anywhere. You don't have to be on the same local network anymore. So it's basically like a command line right there. Not command line, but SSH. All right, so it's saying last element is neither payment ID nor difficulty. So I think, I know, don't you wish that they would just tell you exactly what the problem is? But I think that it is our username. So let me exit out of here. I'm going to go back over to the flight sheet. I'm still learning this, guys, so I might not be going to the absolute quickest method, just bear with me here. So we're going to go to edit, we're going to go to setup miner config, and we're going to take out this right here. We're just going to leave the wallet variable in there. I think that is probably what causes that problem. We'll see. I'm going to update, and that should might have to, I don't have to reboot the machine, I don't think. It did say to restart it though, so let's do that real quick. Reboot one more time. Maybe. And we're over. 10 o'clock. Dang it. Sorry, Brandon. We'll be there in a minute, though. So it's restarting. I feel pretty good about it. I think we're going to get it. Because we've done that before. We've done that pretty much on anytime that I've done it on Cryptonite coins on HiveOS, I've probably done that because it's almost the default for every other algo, right? Wallet dot worker name, pretty standard. But you know what? Oh, that's right. And the password wasn't supposed to be turtle. It was supposed to be the rig name. So I kind of messed that up too, but it probably doesn't matter. But at least not to get, you know, accepted shares and stuff. It doesn't matter, but we will see. We will see. Getting all booted up there. I can't remember if, I mean, Simple Mining was slow too whenever it was doing XMRig or XMR stack. But, so I guess both of them are just pretty slow when it comes to that. It's getting there. We're only 1 minute late. We're only 1 minute late. I just want to see an accepted share and then we'll go. We'll be done with it. I think I might have to start at least recording maybe half of the data collection, because it seems like we've, these last few nights with doing only the coin and that's it, and then doing all the data collection live, it seems like it's pushing us over by a couple minutes every night. So I might have to pre-record a little bit more of it, because it's actually, I speed it up 200%, so it's twice as fast as, you know, real time. That's how the video plays. That's why it looks like the mouse is moving so fast and stuff. Oh, it crapped out. So this is what does happen sometimes. It's got a whole bunch of just nonsense on the screen here. I don't think it's going to. Oh wow, looks like it might actually work. It says compiling code and initializing GPUs. This will take a while. Okay. Well, we don't have a while because Brandon's live, but we'll see. I just want to get an accepted share, and then if I do, then that means we're on a roll, because I think we've got accepted shares all 4 nights, well, 3 nights this week so far. So that's cool. I like success. I like being able to do it and get accepted shares. I don't know how long to wait on it. Like this screen though, that last screen had a whole bunch of errors on it. I'm kind of thinking maybe I should reboot it, but we'll see. I'll give it maybe another minute. While we're waiting, what do y'all think about that whole JP Morgan coin thing? Tell me what y'all think about that, so we can pass the time a little bit while this thing's rebooting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to restart it. I don't think it didn't take this long the first time, so I think long term the whole JP Morgan thing is probably gonna be good for the space. But what's funny is the whole XRP thing, you know, because it's like basically running a coin the same thing that does the same thing as XRP. So I thought that was kind of funny. I'm gonna reboot it. Y'all must be watching Brandon too or something. No one's talking anymore. Y'all suck. Y'all are sitting here just watching me struggle. And this is 2 nights in a row that I haven't done like a shout out either. There's been someone specific that I wanted to give a shout out to that I was going to last night and I was going to again tonight, but it's just too late now. There's only 4 people watching, and they're probably over in Brandon's stream anyway. I'll get him tomorrow night. Maybe I should do that at the beginning and not wait at the end. probably be ideal. They're dropping down to 3. Come on, man. I just want to accept a share and that's it. Then I can get on with my night. Get over to BrandonCoin stream. So that time it didn't have any of those weird errors, so I think that it might actually be working this time. Maybe not all the way. It's probably doing the compiling right now. Yeah. Okay, but there it goes. It did it a little bit faster that time. So, or actually it got past it. See, before it was hung right there on the where it says compiling code and initializing GPUs. It does them one at a time, but it looks like after it does one, it goes pretty fast. All right, so it's still getting, that's interesting. Still getting, this, is that the same exact error? Invalid address used for login. You know, that was a, maybe their addresses don't start with TRTL. I thought that was really weird. So maybe it knows that that's not a valid address. Let me see if my friend texted me his. Oh, it does. Okay, so it does start with TRTL. But maybe that address is no good. The one that we got. You would think that it would still work, but let me see here. Let me see here. I'll send that. Let me see. What else could it be? So it says in the file, invalid address used for logon. Well, let's go to wallets. This might take a little bit of time for troubleshooting and stuff. We might have to just switch over there. I'm gonna try a different address. I don't think that that's what it is though, but we'll see. That didn't look right. Alright, that looks good. Alright, so we updated that. So now, let's see what the it's doing that. Is it rebooting? Yeah. Alright, so it's rebooting again. Sorry for taking so long. This sucks. I hate whenever we run into problems. I thought we were going to smash this one pretty easy. But we didn't. Ran into a little problem. I think whenever I see that, I need to reboot it again. give that a shot. I guess I could bring up Brandon's over here too.
Something for you that I can just give you. I have some old graphics cards. They don't mine much. They maybe mine a penny or two a day. They're not efficient. They burn more power than they make. But if you just need something to just to mess around and play around with, I can hook you up. Message me, private message.
So we're rebooting again. I might have to just end the stream and troubleshoot it and try to figure out what's going on. I know it seems like we always have a little bit of trouble with the Cryptonite stuff because of, you have to, you know, add in the options and the algo and the variant and all that stuff. So it might take a little bit of tweaking to make it work. But I do have a good address now. At least I'm sure that it's good, so maybe that'll fix it. But I'm not real confident. I think maybe it's something else. It's got to be something in the flight sheet, I believe. But the only other thing I could think of. Oh, good. Okay, so that's crazy. All right, so it looks like it was the address. So the address that I pulled off of Bitcoin Talk thread must have been invalid in some way because, let me get in here, I'll show you. You can probably kind of see it back there, but we are getting accepted shares for sure. Huh, that's interesting. Maybe that was maybe you have to have new. Do you have to have new addresses when they're after a fork? Possibly, right? So that would kind of make sense. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Kind of makes sense, I guess. So that was an old address from, you know, whenever. So I'm just going to hit Control D here and boom, there we go. So we got accepted shares. We're mining at 58K. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. So it only took 45 minutes this time. But that's all right. Let's head over to BrandonCoin's live stream. He's still live, at least I think he is. I will see you guys tomorrow night, Friday at 9:30 p.m. And I'll probably do the shout out like at the beginning instead of trying to do it at the end. We'll see. But have a good Valentine's Day. Make sure you, you know, take your significant other out to dinner, or you probably already should have by now or whatever. Make sure you don't forget. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Stay savage and all that stuff. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you hit the like and comment below and all that stuff. Thanks, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Later.